Well, it's November 13th, 2024. And today we're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 28. And we read, "Therefore I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he is lent to the Lord." And he worshiped the Lord there. All right, Hannah's declaration that she has lent him to the Lord really does encapsulate the essence of her commitment and her sacrifice. And dedicating Samuel to God's service, she acknowledges that he ultimately belongs to the Lord. And this act of surrender really does demonstrate the depth of her faith. Despite the joy of finally having a son, she willingly places him in God's hands. You see, Hannah understands that true fulfillment comes not from possessing, but from giving back to God what he has graciously given to her. Now, this moment also signifies, I think, a profound act of worship. Hannah's willingness to dedicate Samuel really does reflect her recognition of God's sovereignty in her life. I mean, in a culture where motherhood was deeply valued, her decision might seem counterintuitive. Yet her faith exemplifies a higher calling. And one of the prizes is obedience to God. Obedience to God above personal desires. So Hannah worships the Lord with her heart full of gratitude and full of reverence, showing us that true worship flows from a life that recognizes God's goodness and recognizes God's faithfulness. Additionally, I think we could say that Hannah's experience teaches us about the nature of sacrifice and devotion in our own lives. While we may not dedicate our children in the same way, we could certainly reflect on what it means to offer our own lives and resources to God. What are the things that we hold tightly to that God might be asking us to release? You see, like Hannah, we are called to trust that God has a plan for us and for our loved ones that's far greater than anything we could ever imagine for ourselves. So our sacrifices, when made in faith, really can lead to blessings beyond what we might even perceive possible. So today, if you would, take a few moments and consider what it means to dedicate your life and your loved ones to the Lord. Are there areas where you are holding back from fully surrendering to Him? Take time in prayer to offer those things to God, trusting that He knows what is best, and reflect on how your faith can inspire you to worship through your sacrifices, understanding that God honors our commitments to Him. And like Hannah, embrace the joy and embrace the peace that comes from placing your trust in God's perfect plan. God bless you.